The Monty and the Ferro.
The Monty and Ferro Show.
And you're watching the Monty and Ferro Show.
Monty and the Ferro. With Monty and the Ferro.
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 Monty and Ferro.
Monty and the Ferro.
And Monty and the Ferro. Oh, is it Monty and the Ferro?
Monty and Ferro.
The Monty and the Ferro Show.
Monty and the Ferro.
You've got the future Hall of Famer, that rocker, Marty Jannetty, and MJ in the house, and I'm sitting here with two more future Hall of Famers, Monty and the Ferro. We're doing that stuff and we gonna rock it.
Not just dreaming it, we're doing it for it. Straight to the top. Working hard every day just to leave out that tower.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty the Ferro, seen only here live from Village Connection Radio, live from Rockstar Studios in Huntington, New York. At the board is the owner of this illustrious station, Mr. Jim Savali. Jim, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, bro, but I was going incognito tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't want to be known.
Okay, so we have the masked, like the unknown comic,
Yes,
the unknown producer.
Jim Savali is wearing his hat on backwards today.
Okay, you are unknown. But someone that is not unknown is the star of the show, Mr. Jimmy Farrow, going ghost on social media. How are you, sir?
Oh my God! Got to throw that in right away. Hello, everybody. Because this is where you'll find me. Anyway.
Right on social media.
Sorry. I just can't anymore. Or at least not for now.
So, how was Thanksgiving for everybody?
Nice. It was
it
good.
all right?
Yeah, it was all right.
Jim, you had a good Thanksgiving?
It was fantastic, bro.
I
went out to Montauk with the familia.
Oh.
I like that idea.
Wait a minute,
That was pretty
One
cool.
of my last memories of Facebook before I left the town for now.
Last memories of Facebook.
Yeah. You were like saying something really awful about what was going on out there, weren't you? Wasn't there something wrong?
Montauk?
Didn't something wrong happen out
Oh,
there?
this restaurant.
Something
this
wrong
Is that
happened.
what set you off, bro?
No! Oh my God! Am I that bad?
I'm trying to
Holy Sybil!
I'm trying to pinpoint it.
Pianos?
I'm trying to pinpoint it. So now we know that you were on.
Pinpoint it.
Now we know
I can't
that you
even
were
get on
on.
social media without
No,
a psychiatric evaluation. Go ahead.
Eval. I know you were on now.
Yeah.
When I went to that restaurant. So
Yeah,
now
yeah,
I know
yeah,
what
yeah,
happened
yeah.
after that.
Do
and
you?
Before.
How'd you fill in all the blanks?
I'm
That's pretty
seeing
good.
it, bro.
Quick.
If you saw that, that
well,
means
then
you
what
were
happened?
on.
There was something. It
No,
was a
you
few days back.
just recently got off social media.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, this
right
was a
after
few
that?
days.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
dude, you haven't figured it out. You should at least tell me.
You
what's wrong.
almost knocked him out of the social media game. What?
He done.
Maybe we'll get into
Dude,
it.
you know what's really funny?
Good.
People take credit. It was me. Wasn't
I
any of you? It was all of you. No one in
Son of
particular.
bitches.
Did you guys ever see that movie?
It's exhausting.
Did you ever see
Forget
that
it.
movie Talk Radio?
No.
Probably
should.
You should. It's pretty cool.
It's
good.
But there was a point. He's like, I'm sick of all of you.
All of you.
All of you.
I'm like that guy from Falling Down. Wasn't that a great movie?
Oh, yeah,
Falling
it's a
Down?
good
It's just
movie.
like, all of a
Wait,
sudden I pull over on the
Falling
side of
Down
the
is a
road.
great
He didn't even
movie.
pull over. He just got
I
out
have a
of the car.
shirt that my wife.
Don't take it out on me, though. Bro.
Wait a minute, though.
I
I
won't.
have a
You're
shirt that I
fine.
wear to work, and my wife throughout my life. That I wear that shirt. My wife's like, "What is that? Your falling down shirt?" Because that's the short sleeve with the pocket with the pens in it.
hilarious.
With the pens in the
You're
pocket.
rolling.
God.
You're rolling. All right. Anyway, Special announcement.
Okay.
Jim, if you want to put that up, sir,
Yes,
greatly
sir.
appreciate it.
Announcement?
We got a special announcement.
What's that?
Is that the special announcement that I got
I'm worried.
later on?
No, that's a real
know.
special
Another
announcement.
Special announcement.
But anyway,
this special
on
announcement.
Saturday, January 11th, Monty and the Ferro and Village Connection Radio will be hosting from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. the ECW Hardcore Reunion. We've got Shane Douglas, who's out in studio before.
Keeping secrets.
We have Justin.
secrets.
We have Just Incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then, hot off the presses, we've got the
we have
Sandman.
Nice.
We get the Sandman.
So we got good stuff going on, man.
Wow.
So I just want to open up the
awesome.
show, right?
Wow.
This is a broadcast. This is not a podcast.
No.
So I want to thank the our song themes from Wisteria
Yes.
Hall and
Awesome songs.
Aqua Cherry, straight to the top. Who
I love Aqua Cherry, bro.
Me too. Both are head leads for our broadcast
Yep,
here.
yep.
And you also could catch Monty and the Ferro every Tuesday from 8:30 till 9 p.m. Yeah. Right? So if you don't have enough on us on Thursdays, you get us on Tuesdays. Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a little podcast jealousy out there.
Podcast jealousy?
Podcast
What is
jealousy.
this?
Because, all right, so we
Is
don't
this
know the
Facebook
Ferro.
related? I know nothing.
No, but we know the Ferro doesn't like to venture into other listening to
I really
other
don't
podcasts.
care what anyone else is doing. Boy, am I self-centered.
But I like to listen.
just
I like to listen,
whatever.
and the shots being fired at us at this point is
Really?
getting a little
Great.
crazy.
I always
Great.
hear it from you anyway. So what's going on now?
Yeah,
What did we do now? What
Nothing.
happened now?
Just one of the last podcasts I was listening to, they were talking about how they posted something and that the wrestlers really don't care about anybody unless it has anything to do with them, and they never get shout outs from wrestlers. And I was thinking to myself, wow, that's kind of weird, because just the other night I was sleeping on the couch, because I get up early and I fall asleep early.
Yeah.
My phone rings and it says Lexington, Kentucky,
Right.
right? And I'm
Right.
like, Lexington, Kentucky must be a customer, right?
Yeah.
Pick up.
Oh, that's not a customer.
It's our
I know
old,
who that is.
it's our old friend.
Yeah, I know who that
Hillbilly
is.
Jim.
Yeah.
And Jim, I didn't tell you about this, but he
Nice.
wanted to thank us for saying this was the best
The best.
broadcast he's ever been on. And he said, tell your partner and tell that owner of the station
There you go.
there's
There you
something special
There you
going
go.
on over
Yeah,
there.
cool.
So I thought I'd
That's
share it.
nice
So I
praise.
want to
That's nice
thank
praise.
Mr. Hillbilly Jim for making a
Right.
call.
Right.
I did embarrass myself on the call though, because I really
Were you grouchy?
I was
Were you
a
like
little
groggy?
Oh,
Were
you're
you like
so
groggy?
classic,
I was groggy
man.
and
That's you.
grouchy. And
That's
and like,
you.
yeah, thanks, pal. Bye.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
So anyway,
That was
Hillbilly, I
terrible.
want to apologize.
Right.
It really wasn't me.
Thanks for waking me up, bro.
Yeah. Smack a guitar over your head.
All right, we're gonna hit a little wrestling talk. So we got the ECW reunion on January 11th, right? Sandman
Yeah.
in the news.
What did he do?
You know what he did.
Well, then tell me.
all
Why don't
right.
you
So
tell
anyway,
the audience.
all right. So
I know what he did. Which incident? We can go back.
the Sandman tells Jordan Grace women's main eventing wrestling
I
is
get it.
wrong. So
Okay.
okay, now
One more time. What did he say?
women main eventing in wrestling is wrong.
Is wrong. Okay.
Farrow, weigh in, bro.
Ay. Well,
Because I know how you feel.
I still don't. I really don't gravitate to the women in any sort of urgency. How about them apples?
Wow.
That's what I'm being honest.
Why?
It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really do it for me in general. There are a few that do it. Charlotte Flair's cool, but I like Blanchard. She's cool, but in general, I'm not buying into all of this recent revolution. You know I'm not. This is no.
I got. So you agree with the Sandman?
Do I agree with him in if he means philosophically that like he can't buy into women being main event at this point in professional wrestling history, at this point, then I get what he's saying. because I can't either. I still have a hard time. Like, I didn't really.
That's a ballsy stance there, Farrell.
I'm sorry. And by the way,
now I know why you got off of
By the
Facebook.
way, it doesn't make me a sexist for all you idiots out there. You know, what did I say to you earlier? And I don't want to bring up specific names, but I think earlier in the week I said to you, yeah, remember growing up when so-and-so, that chick was fighting so-and-so, the other chick after school? Bullshit. We weren't raised on that culture. I can't get used to that. Oh, look, haymakers between Sue and Kathy. There they go. Bang, bang, bang. We weren't raised on it. I have a hard time with it.
I'm just gonna say this.
Although Charlotte Flair will smack the lips off me into next week, I'm not stupid, you know.
Jim, you want to weigh in?
If I'm gonna watch anyone,
I'm being honest.
if I'm
They
gonna
don't
watch,
do it for me that much.
if
So
I'm gonna
what?
watch anyone
So what?
in tights,
What?
for
Oh,
3
now he's
hours,
I'm worried about how
it's
I'm
gonna be
looking.
women. It's not gonna be men.
Oh, come
And I
on.
can
Now
give
he's
a
just
shit.
ruining everything
I can
for
give a
us.
shit about how they look.
Do you realize
how
he's
they
the kid? Wait a
wrestle.
minute. He's the kid.
I am the
Back in the
kid.
day when we were in junior high, when
Yes.
we were talking wrestling, he would come up to us and go, Greg Valentine's in shorts.
No,
He's
no,
wearing
no.
underwear.
I got nothing
you
against
guys
them.
are gay. You're watching
No,
that fake shit.
no.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
wait a
I
minute.
like, I like
They
all
all
these
wear
guys.
tights,
But I
though,
like
Jim.
all these guys. I met them all now.
Yeah, but they
But
when
I
you're
would
watching them-
rather,
rather.
watch women.
Listen,
I'd rather.
I have to. He's right because look, we've had so many.
I don't watch
we've had
pro
so many
wrestling for sexual
But you've had-
preference.
but-
I'm so confused now. What is going on? Boy, you're real.
Why can't they? Why can't they main event? Like why?
I didn't say they can't main event. I'm just saying philosophically it doesn't fit my window. Doesn't mean that it's not happening or I don't think that there's been a couple of great women's matches in the history of this business, because there has been, but I just doesn't do it for me.
Right.
Doesn't
So
do
we
it
each
for
have-
me.
we
In
each have our
general,
own
does it
preference.
really? Wait a minute. Hold on. Does it really do it for you in general? Come on. We didn't pay any
Come on, Mike.
attention at all in general back in the day.
Does it really?
It did not matter to you during the Attitude Era.
No.
Don't
no,
you
but
dare lie to me.
You asked me now.
You're 50
This
Right
moment.
You're
now.
50-something.
Wait a minute. So does that have something to do
Of
with it?
course it does.
Wait. Well, what do you mean by that?
Because
when
we-
he's old and he needs to look at the bikinis twice
we're
as much.
older and our ideas
Oh,
change.
my window is closing. I have to look at those crevices
Yup,
quickly.
that's why.
I don't- wait,
Listen,
why?
listen.
Is that what
Wait
it
a minute.
is?
I'll be honest.
Jim
I did tell you this.
Bo.
I did tell you this before, right? So we've met famous wrestlers,
Yeah.
tons of them,
Yeah.
right? The most excited to meet,
Yeah.
right? Did I tell you, right? Was Alexa Bliss, right? That was
Oh,
like
you
right?
love Alexa Bliss.
But
I
I
like Alexa
How did you
Bliss.
feel meeting Hollywood?
I love Hollywood.
Was
You
it
kidding me?
was it the same as
You're a
when you
huge
met?
fan of Hollywood.
Was it the same as when you met anyone in that picture over there?
Wow, that's a hard question, but I'll tell you
serious.
what. I'll tell you what. One of the better interviews, different interviews that we had that I loved was Rosa.
Oh, I knew you were
right?
gonna say that.
Because I just was taken aback by her
Yeah,
because she
you
was
were,
such an incredible person.
yeah,
right.
Again, on a holy shit moment, I've told you this before. Barry Windham sitting in this studio
Oh, yeah.
was a holy shit moment.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, without a doubt. But Monty right now, women main eventing. Now I'm not a.
So,
Go ahead.
let me ask you this. Sasha Banks walks in here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm asking you as a pro wrestling fan.
Let's go.
Not,
Bring it on.
I want the fan in Mike Monty.
Sure.
Bring it on.
Sasha Banks walks in. Okay. Brock Lesnar walks in. Who the hell is a pro wrestling fan are you marking out for?
Wait.
And you tell me, Sasha Banks,
You got 5 minutes.
you have lost your Pro Wrestling Illustrated membership card, bro. Oh
my God.
You've lost it. Revoke.
You got.
Done. Your
got-
Geo card too from 8th grade and up in junior high. Done.
You got 5 minutes alone.
Dude, I'm being. Go ahead.
Either one of them.
Right.
To do ads with and
Don't
talk
you-
ads with you, please.
Yeah.
5 minutes alone.
I can answer both
5
questions.
minutes
I'm
alone.
being
Jimbo's got the door closed.
Listen, no.
He turns it into
No,
something
but I'm being-
completely different.
I'm being 100% honest with you. I got to be honest with you.
Go ahead.
Here's a choice.
Go ahead.
Line them up. Lesnar, Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
I'm going with Banks.
You make me ill.
But wait a minute. Now, if you said to me,
make
Hogan
me-
Banks,
Oh yeah.
What is wrong
Hogan.
with you?
I would go
sudden,
Hogan.
Sasha Banks is over Brock Lesnar as a wrestling fan.
No,
I didn't realize you were so pinned to all of her matches all these years.
Wow.
All you ever did was talk to me about Lesnar. He's the bank. He's the money. He's the guy. He's the goods. I'd rather talk to Sasha
Look,
Banks.
you know what?
What is going
listen,
on?
I've seen a meltdown.
This is terrible.
I
This is
understand. I understand your point of view. I don't disagree.
And there's nothing sexist about it.
No,
So
there
you
isn't.
understand that too.
I absolutely.
Thank you. Of
Mine-
course,
mine's
before I
all
get
sexist.
What was that?
My point of view is all sexist.
You rule though, because
My whole point is-
yeah, but it's old-fashioned Roman Greek theater. Your his opinion. I like it. It's traditional.
I know that what you're saying. It's men who battle. We're not used to seeing
Like,
women
all
battle.
I'm trying to say is what I said to you, and I meant this before. When we were kids growing up, it wasn't Stacy versus Debbie after school.
My whole point
It
is,
was,
I
you
know
know,
what
we
you're
why
just
does
want-
someone gotta
I
get-
look, maybe it's wrong for. I look at ladies as ladies. I do dig if they get physical. Look, if you're good at what you do, you're good at what. Charlotte Flair's one of the best. Alexa Bliss, I love Alexa Bliss. You know that. There's plenty of female wrestlers. Bayley versus Sasha in Brooklyn years ago was as great a match as any.
Larry
men's
Mormon
match.
cried.
He cried.
Oh,
cried, that's what he
Larry
said.
Mormon cried when he wrote the check for Bray Wyatt's new belt.
Do you think he got one?
I think he did.
What a
I
loser.
think he did, and then his
What
mom
a
yelled at him.
loser.
What are you doing? That thing cost a fortune. We could have gone to Disney World.
Bro, am I allowed to
Told you.
speak frank here?
Yeah, be frank.
Okay, I'm gonna be Jim, but I'm gonna be frank.
Right.
Okay.
Just don't be Frankies.
As knowing the reality of wrestling,
Right.
I'll speak in code.
Yeah.
Knowing the reality of wrestling, I don't have a problem watching women fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was a total knock 'em, drag 'em out brawl like
Yeah.
a boxing match or an
Oh,
MMA event,
they're having some of those.
I would have a problem watching a woman get beat up over a man. I'd have a problem with that.
All right.
The only problem I have is this mixed. Like, I'll go with whatever Road Warrior Animal said.
When you watch
It's
it,
not
a woman
believable.
kicks a man ass.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's dumb. Like, look, if you're Ronda Rousey and you're fighting,
Me, you're gonna kick my ass.
maybe, yeah, it could happen.
It would.
But in reality, you can't have a Michael Elgin fighting Tessa Blanchard.
No.
It's stupid. It's
Yeah.
dumb. It's not even
No,
viable.
it really blurs the line beyond what has been blurred already. So.
But on the other hand, let's go to Sandman, who will be here.
Yeah.
Why can't someone have an opinion without getting shredded
There's
to
no
death
such
about
thing
it?
anymore. Everybody's got to have
I mean,
their
is
say.
it so bad that he doesn't think women should main event? It's an opinion.
By the way, if you want to get to the bottom of why I've temporarily at least removed myself from Facebook, it comes from the Greg Valentine interview when we were doing the editing for the final version of the Valentine show that was on this past Tuesday.
Right.
Valentine himself said it. He was like, I just don't go for social media. He goes, because it's a free pass for a lot of people to have their fake muscles, and I'm not interested. I kind of like him that way when it comes to, I feel like Valentine does. What a crock of shit. You're asking why he can't have an opinion. This is why.
Yeah,
because
this one's
everybody
crazy,
at
bro.
home.
Well, but I also
just
think you
has
have to have thick skin in life, right?
Of course you do, but you know that there's some people are using this as a fucking weapon. You know that. It's like, oh, goody, that's because they never have any other weapons.
Well,
they clearly shoot blanks at home.
Here's something to talk about. And I don't know why this is all sudden such a surprise. So this week on NWA Power,
Yeah,
the Rock and
I watched
Roll
that.
Express
won
the NWA Tag Team titles for, I believe, the 13th,
Ninth. It was ninth. It was
Okay,
ninth. It was
that's
ninth.
why I got to go to wrestling.
I watched
Express.
it this week. That was cool.
Now, again,
Yeah.
all right, great. Mm-hmm. Worst fucking match I ever saw in my
I
life.
knew you were gonna
It was
do
so fucking
that.
bad. And you talk about
He's
women
still doing
against
this?
men. These guys are 80 years old.
They are
I got
not
a question.
80 years old.
I got a question for you.
Good.
What's worse?
80?
What's worse? Watching these 80-year-old rock
are
stars
not 80!
or watching 80-year-old wrestlers? 70, let's call it 70.
Wow, what an interesting
Wow.
comparison. By the way,
What's worse,
Okay,
70-year-old rock stars or 70-year-old wrestlers?
Both.
Ooh,
Give it to me.
here's a great.
Give it to
This
me.
is a great answer, and this applies to some bands.
Was that a good question?
That
It's a
is-
great
no,
question.
It's a great question. It applies to some bands and it applies to some wrestlers, because they're both doing it right now.
Right.
Some of the older bands, some of the singers haven't held up. Some, not all. Some have. So the ones who haven't
By the way,
held
I'm
up,
going to see Motley Crue now that you mentioned
there
that.
you go. Who I saw, by the way, on that last tour. By the way, the one that they promised they never come back. I saw them.
Yeah, that's
So,
funny.
and Vince Neil at that point was barely serviceable and was getting a lot of
I got you.
assistance from backup singers. Like a lot of females were backing
Hey,
him up.
real quick, I just
Yeah,
want to
go
say
ahead.
Timmy Tim says ICW has Nick Gage against Tessa January 4th.
Okay.
I won't be watching that. And our
I
main
know
man,
you won't,
Joey, says, do you think we'll be seeing transgender main eventing?
Oh, that's interesting.
No interest in that either. No, so Joe, we may see it, but I don't want to see it.
Explain why.
Right.
Explain why that.
Why?
That you.
'Cause
I
again-
just explained for a half an hour almost about women. Go ahead, explain
It's
why
stupid.
transgender.
It's stupid how
Well, they
Nyla
have-
Rose.
Wait, hold on. Don't they have muscles too?
Well, Nyla Rose is going to lose to an 80-pound.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, we're talking about the Rock and Roll Express. Again, not understanding why people are surprised. We knew they won the title last year, or like earlier this year. So it's already canned videotape,
I'm more
right?
excited about Sheamus coming back. What do I know?
Is he coming back?
He's coming back.
So did you see the Rock and Roll Express?
Yeah,
when
I
the
did.
titles
Yeah, no,
back?
yeah.
How bad was that match? Be honest. Be
I
honest,
will
bro.
be honest. To answer Jim's question, like some singers are like somewhat serviceable and have their moments where they actually are good during a song. That's what I see as far at this point with Rock and Roll Express, especially the ability to still hit an amazing move, because they still can. He can still hit a few amazing moves.
It's gotta be hard, man.
Did you see the match that he hit in AEW when they did it like just a couple of weeks back? Was it the pay-per-view?
No, I didn't.
He can still do a move or two that is just as good as a young man, but it's the in-between. That's like Vince Neil used to go, well, all right. Now he goes, all right. it's a little different, you know? I'm not going to kill these guys. You know, I do find it amazing that they're still.
Why,
going at
you
such
felt
a-
nostalgia from it?
No.
You weren't even a Rock and Roll Express guy.
No, I didn't.
And
I
by
like
the way,
Midnight Express. And then there's Jim. Oh, by the way, that was the best part of the show. We'd like to wish Jim Cornette well. See you later. I was like, oh man, like sweep. Out comes. You can feel the broom coming out. It's terrible.
All right, Lashley and Lana still going at it. What are you thinking, pal?
I was thinking, stop.
Now we're kind of jumping Federation to Federation.
Yeah, but can we stop? When do we stop?
So at what point
Lashley got arrested.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Oh, well, you don't think so? Uncuff him. Like
dude,
they cuff her too.
I like that
You
storyline.
like that shit? That is so regurgitated.
So when are you?
How many times have we seen this
when is
garbage?
when is the Pharaoh gonna
it's
blame
awful.
Paulie?
What do you mean?
You always like.
Wait a
One
second.
of the main
Wait,
famous
hold
Pharaoh
on.
lines. Hold
Hold
on, let me
on.
say it.
You
Come
think-
on, Vince. Come on, Vince.
Okay,
Where's
okay.
come on, Paul?
All right, so then I'll ask you this with a straight face. You think that that's Paul?
Of course.
That is not Paul.
He owns that show,
He
bro.
owns nothing. He's the guy who runs stuff by Vince, and Vince decides what he's going to do.
my God.
At the end of the day. It is the truth.
A
And
Paul Heyman apologist.
Lana,
You are a Paul
no,
Heyman
I am not.
apologist.
I'm a Vince McMahon factualist. The Lana, Rusev, Lashley thing reeks of Vince McMahon. It smells of him. It has got him written.
Oh, but it doesn't. Not
Here's
a
a great
Paul.
Here's a great idea. You'll get arrested, and then the next week, you'll get arrested. I've seen this for decades. This is Vince. That's Vince. That's not Triple H. That's not Paul. That's
Paul.
Vince. No, it's
Let's not forget
Paul.
what Paul has done in his past, right?
Yeah, but he didn't. That just smells like Vince to me.
I like it.
Okay, so what are you making fun of it for?
I'm not.
You yelling at Paul Heyman for then? You want me to yell at Paul Heyman for what I think Vince McMahon
'Cause you hate
did.
it.
I understand. You want me to yell at Paul Heyman for what I think Vince McMahon did?
I think
That
you're a
doesn't make any
Paul.
sense.
You're a Paul
Yell at
Heyman.
Paul anyway.
You're a Paul Heyman apologist
Am I really?
You are.
Why?
because you're.
He
apologizing
owes
for
me
it.
$250.
He still does?
Yeah, he never paid
Were
me
you in
for
the
back
China
in
Club?
the day.
You in
Yeah,
the China
I was
Club with
helping
him?
New Jack with that job, and he never freaking gave me my end of it. It was like, wow.
All right, let's go. Let's go to AEW real quick.
You need help from me? I need help from you. You're gonna have to bring in a couple of guys.
Let's talk a little AEW, right? So, the big main event coming up is your boy Chris Jericho defending against Jungle Boy. And
Wow,
bro, how does
Mike skills on Jungle Boy?
Stop it! Stop! Oh my God!
That was the worst.
Wow.
He's got,
He looks like
and I'm
Luke
thinking,
Perry.
You know what the worst part though is I'm thinking, oh, I can't wait to hear if he's got any mic skills because of his dad. His dad was a famous actor. He opens up his mouth. I'm like, wow, it's so bad. I'm like, oh man.
My worst part was like Jericho looked 10 times the size of Jungle Boy.
He looked
it's like
Jericho.
it's like
Hulk
Jungle
Hogan.
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jungle Boy's hot though, man. That guy.
He's what?
Not hot like that.
Did you
Like-
hear that?
No, he's hot like.
He wears these tight shorts, Jim.
He's hot.
Long flowing hair.
Look, he's hot like he's gonna be a star.
What about Marco?
What's wrong with you, dude?
Come on, Marco's hilarious. He's like 2 feet tall. What did he say? Jericho was like, "Get this kid out of here" or something. I was like, "Oh my god."
How about my boy?
Wait, who's your boy?
My
Sammy Guevara. 180 pounds are gonna kick your ass. No, who's your boy? Who's your boy?
Jungle Boy's partner.
Oh, Luchasaurus.
Luchasaurus,
Dude, they love him.
I
there.
love Luchasaurus.
They chant his name all the time.
WWE's got to get that guy
But
quickly.
what was with his, who wrote his lines this week when he talked? He goes, "Bet you didn't think I could talk. You didn't call us dinosaurs. So stupid." Great line. He's like the crowd, like, yeah, dinosaurs. What the fuck?
But I got to tell you,
it's stupid.
Let's go back.
This is art.
Let's go back.
Luchasaurus.
Let's go back to Jungle Boy real quick, though.
Yeah, go ahead. Go back.
That was probably
Luchasaurus to Jungle Boy.
I want to apologize.
This is the Indies.
I want to apologize
Indies.
to
No, it's not
Rock.
even
I
the
want to
Indies.
apologize to Rock and Roll Express because I
what?
said your match was terrible.
It was not.
Jungle Boy's slap to Jericho was the worst slap in pro wrestling history. It was like this.
So was the delivery of the. So was the delivery of the line. It was like a little mouse nibbling on a piece of cheese. It was like.
Are you going to see that main event?
No, I don't care. I don't care. But don't forget, at the end, though, Dean Ambrose came out and stared at Jericho. It was great. I mean, Moxley. Oh, they're staring at each other.
Wait a minute.
They're staring at each other. We'll see you next week.
Hold on.
I'm like, wow,
Now
never seen that before.
You asked me a question. I'll ask you a question. You ready?
Yeah.
Jungle Boy versus Jericho,
Yeah.
or Charlotte versus Sasha Banks?
Charlotte versus Sasha Banks.
Look at that! Main
I'm
event.
being honest.
Okay.
I guess it depends on the situation, but in general, I really don't think it should be, a common occurrence. If you have all these men, it's like, let the... Oy.
I'm a big Jungle Boy guy.
Right. In the Roman Coliseum days, I'm sure they paraded out Kathy versus Teresa.
Speaking of Jungle Boy,
It was awesome.
it's about time for my favorite part of the show.
Oh,
and it's
no.
making its
No,
return.
it's not. No.
The Evan Ginsberg
What?
Rant
Why did...
of the
What are you
Week.
talking about? This is... Would you have a conversation? He wants the name back or something? I don't understand what's
what I
going
said.
on. I had no idea about this.
I had to
Go on.
surprise you.
Yeah, you'd love to surprise me. Go on.
All right, so
Another good
we-
reason
we-
I'm off Facebook. There we go.
we were off for Thanksgiving.
Aye.
We were off.
I can't anymore.
We were
What?
off for Thanksgiving. So
Aye.
I can't go without an Evan Ginsberg Rant of the Week. So I'm going to do two today. Are you
What is
ready?
this guy?
wait,
Cocaine
wait,
to
wait.
you? I don't
All right,
understand.
so the
Wait.
You gotta help me here.
We're doing
Please.
two of them?
yeah, there's two of them.
We have to hear it twice. This is worse than Bloomberg.
All right.
What?
So the idea behind it is Evan Ginsberg, associate producer for 350 Days,
Yeah.
and the wrestler
Yeah.
who used to have a show here on Village Connection Radio.
Yes.
We call him the secret gem of professional wrestling.
Okay, fair enough.
He has great rants week to week on
make this
Facebook. You
good.
wouldn't know because you took yourself off.
Yes.
So you wouldn't know. So this is even
Good.
more surprising.
Good.
But the idea behind
Good.
it is, gentlemen,
And I
I'm
won't know later when he
asking
writes me.
you and I'm asking the fans watching to weigh in. And I'm going to start off with the first one.
Go ahead.
And the first one has to do with wrestling. Are you ready?
Why is water wet? Go on.
All right. I liked when Baron Cicluna got punched in the stomach and grabbed his ear.
I like that. Okay.
This guy's name is Baron?
Baron.
He was a Hall of
Wait,
Famer.
just because his name is Baron doesn't make him royalty. That's for sure.
No.
No.
He didn't play
Okay.
a royal. He didn't play,
Just so everyone knows.
Baron, his name was Baron Mikkel Cicluna.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Okay.
He was a German guy.
He was from the Isle of Malta.
Oh, that's
How
right.
is he a German
You're
guy?
right, I forgot
He's
Malta.
So he liked when he got punched in the stomach and grabbed his ear.
grabbed his
So you guys
ear.
want to weigh in?
I love that. That's
It
hilarious.
sounds like a
That's
Larry Moe. It
hilarious.
sounds like Larry Moe and Curly to me.
Okay. Yeah, but that's fair. Yeah, fair enough. He was great. Okay, that's
it?
a
That's
rant,
it? That
but
was
that's not a rant.
All right, we'll go with another rant then.
All right,
Jeez.
let's go.
God,
Rant.
I can't
All right, here we
anymore. I didn't ask for any of this. Go on.
To the geniuses who give one-word
I think-
reviews
This is
like
a rant.
boring to art like Scorsese's The Irishman. Your ADD doesn't make you a film critic. We realize there's no superheroes, robots, monsters, zombies, vampires,
Wait a minute.
werewolves, or other franchise staples here to keep you interested.
Whoa.
But the world just isn't sitting on edge of their seat waiting for your insightful commentary.
Wow.
That is a rant.
That's
So
a rant.
we go from Baron
man.
Cicluna grabbing his ear to this.
Wow.
That's.
Would you like to hit on some key points?
Go ahead, Jim. You do.
I'll jump on one right away, man. I don't really want to read into this garbage because I take offense to the fact that he is using ADD and mocking people for it. I know some people who have ADD, and I think to take that and mock people over it is a little crazy.
Wow. Look at you making a stance
Man,
for
there
ADD.
must be something wrong with
That's
me because
pretty
I
good.
didn't even pull that when I
That
was
didn't
listening.
upset you? Jim's
No,
obviously upset over the
I
ADD
obviously
comment.
wasn't paying attention.
Wow.
It's ADD.
So, thoughts? All right. Has anyone seen The Irishman?
No, I haven't seen The Irishman.
Does anyone know what The Irishman is about?
I do know what it's about.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So,
And they filmed
Jim,
it right
share
there
with
in
the audience
Huntington.
for people who may not know. The Irishman is right now on Netflix and it's also in the
My
movie
wife
theaters.
watched
Jimmy
it the other
Hoffa, the whole time frame.
So, what do you
with,
know about Jimmy Hoffa?
I know that he wasn't 80 when he died.
Okay. So, your point?
He
So my
disappeared.
point is the actor that played him is like 80.
Who played
De
him?
Niro.
Yeah.
No, Hoffa is Pacino. I apologize.
Pacino's, I don't think he had it when he had it, but whatever. That's just me.
One thing about Pacino is he was a great actor until he did Scent of a Woman.
Yeah, and he's
And
like
then-
yelling.
And then, and then every movie is exactly.
That is his. That is what he was.
I was not.
I'm glad you said that. I thought it was just me.
But here's some points about The Irishman. It's a very long movie. Okay,
Yeah.
it's
And
over
it's
3.5
factual.
hours.
Okay.
It's a true history lesson.
That's probably what he meant by. I know it's
And-
not right
and-
to word it that way, but that's probably what he meant by not having an attention span for the movie that's long.
Again, to
Go
sit through a
on.
3.5 hour
I'm not giving
movie
him
is
an
a long.
excuse.
It's a long movie to sit through. They
Okay.
certainly could have cut it, but
Right.
if there was so many real important. I mean, they basically say in this movie that the mafia killed John Kennedy.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But and a lot of other innuendos that they made here. But to Jim's point, De Niro's an older gentleman, and they do put a ton of makeup on him to look like he's like 40-something years old in a movie.
Right.
And it's noticeable. The makeup isn't the best.
I just think in this day and age, with all the talented people out there, why did they have to go with these older has-beens, for lack of a better terminology, just like some of these wrestlers, like it's an insult maybe to say has-been, but it's reality.
If the film was good,
then
they're not has-beens for this film. If you're saying it's a good film, then
yeah,
did
but
they
I mean,
deliver?
I think
Did they
reality
deliver?
lets you
But-
visualize
but-
it better if you look at someone
I
who's
think
their
you're
age.
right that they're too
Hey,
old.
you've been
That'll
working
do
out.
you.
Look at this guy.
What do you? That's my weak arm.
Hello.
Oh, that's his weak arm.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Now that we know which arm's
Pharaoh.
What? These are gardener snakes.
I enjoyed the
cobras.
movie a lot.
Yeah.
But I do understand Jim's point. They could have used other actors.
Listen, this is what I take from the rant, okay? Agreed, the ADD thing, not worded the best. But it's basically what he's trying to say is we live in a world right now where if you're not a comic book hero movie or you're something that's, quick, instant gratification, special effects, blah, 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 if it's actually a piece like The Irishman clearly is, or other great movies like you love,
Yep.
what's your favorite movie? Shawshank?
I love Shawshank. It's
when
one of my
it's a piece,
favorites.
when it's a movie,
Yeah.
it seems like we're not in that place
All right.
anymore. That's what it sounds
I'll
like.
weigh
to
in
me.
on something. I
So,
will.
I
will
actually get that.
I
so.
will say if Jimmy
Whatever
Hoffa,
that's
after
worth.
he gets killed in a movie, came back as a zombie, it might have been a little better.
Can I ask you this?
It could have been a little more exciting.
Comes back as a zombie.
Like he comes
This-
back up, he kills everybody as a zombie.
Yes. There's some Long Island filmmakers who could have
What is
did
this?
that.
Is this come with a fundraiser?
Probably just
Can't anymore.
Go fund the zombie.
When is our thong photo session for our fundraiser?
Jesus
by
Christ.
the way?
Whoa.
I heard Jamal was going to wear a bikini. We got me the thong.
Oh,
we got
man.
Miller in a topless tutu. A topless
He's
tutu.
off social media. He's going to let loose on everybody.
Yeah, that's
He doesn't have
it.
to deal with them.
Yeah, you know how few people have my phone number? Very few.
Very few.
So, you've got it. You've got it in about 300 people. Well, maybe 4.
So yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
go fund me, baby.
Yeah, go fund me.
I reckon-
By the way, what is with all of this?
Listen,
That's
I-
another reason I got fired.
I
Yeah,
recommend.
it's crazy.
I can't take it anymore.
totally
Somebody
crazy.
shows their kneecap. Oh, that's hot. 5,000 likes. I can't anymore. What is with the kneecap? Oh, look at that skin. Epidermis. Ooh, donate. Get me the fuck out of
Donate.
here.
Oh.
It's horrible. Between that and bad pizza,
He's on
I
fire,
can't
folks.
anymore. What?
He's on fire.
That is good
And he
shit.
doesn't
man.
like women wrestling. They shouldn't be main eventing. Sexist pig.
I recommend The Irishman.
Okay.
heard it was
All right,
I'm gonna check it out. Just
I'm gonna
because,
recommend it.
Mike, I'm gonna go
I'm
on
gonna
your
recommend it.
recommendation.
It's probably
and
good.
It's not the greatest
the
movie all the
worst that
time.
can happen is you owe me 3.5 hours of your life.
How was the Hoffa portrayal compared to that Hoffa movie that bombed?
First of all, that Hoffa movie is a great movie.
That's a great
I
movie.
love that
Wait a minute,
movie.
I thought that the
Nicholson.
Hoffa
I love
movie
it.
completely bombed. The
It
one
did.
that Travolta played?
No, that was
No, that's a different one.
Gotti.
Oh,
That was
God.
Gotti.
See, I'm getting these guys all screwed up.
Before we just cut out on The
I
Irishman.
know who Christopher is, though.
Before we cut out.
He held his nose, right?
Before we get off on The Irishman, I just want to say one other thing. There was a time when De Niro was going to share the same screen with Pacino. It's in the movie Heat.
Yes.
It was going to be the most amazing thing ever that
Sucked.
these two were going to be on. I like Heat, but the thing is, it's so funny. It's like now it's like nothing. But back then it was like, oh my God, these two icons are going to be on the same screen together, and it's like, big deal at this point, right?
I think if I saw him
Wasn't
walking
like
down the
Kong
street,
and
it'd be
Godzilla when they
big
rolled
deal.
off the side of the mountain into the ocean?
Yeah.
Wasn't
Nice.
good like
Yes,
that?
that was good.
Oh, by the way, before we get off this subject of the Irishman, what's this about you hating the Irish? What's that?
You hate the Irish?
What is that? I saw this comment. It was like, you hate the Irish. He's like, yeah. I'm like, what do you mean you hate the Irish? You have no Irish in you? There's no Irish in you?
look
Look at
Irish.
you. You see the face he does.
You look
hate the
Irish. What are you, Welsh?
Look at you getting offended. I didn't
must
say
be-
you
you must
look
be
I'm
Irish.
Napolitan.
You must be-
Napolitan.
you must
I'm
be
He's
Welsh.
Napolitan.
like the cold part
I'm
of Italy
I'm
or
Northern
something.
Italian.
Yeah, he's the cold
Way
part
up.
of Italy. That's where and that's all you are, right? There's nothing else
There
in
is
there?
no
There's
other.
no French in there or
Pure
anything.
breed. I am a
Wow.
pure breed.
Okay.
I'm a pure breed.
Yeah, he doesn't like
right.
the Irish. What did the Irish
think-
do?
I think-
Wait a
I
minute.
think
What did
live
they
on
do
air-
to the northern part of Italy?
I think live on the air, we're going to have a little 23andMe little
Wait,
session.
hold on. I want to say something.
What are you from the southern
Listen,
part of Italy?
He's
I'm
gonna
getting
take a
very-
little
I don't
blood
dislike
sample.
the
What
Irish.
is going on here?
I don't dislike the
I
Irish.
think he might
How do you
have
feel about the
Irish.
Greek?
They're dirty people, but I don't dislike.
Whoa, this is not
can't hold their
right. That's
alcohol.
half of me. He called half of me dirty.
They
What
can't-
about
they
the
can't
other?
hold
What
their
about Greek?
alcohol.
That's even worse,
Do
right?
you remember the Departed? You gotta understand the dirty people.
What is that
The
from?
dirty people.
What's that from?
The Departed.
Oh, God, I haven't seen that.
Anyway, I want to thank Evan Ginsberg for his daily
His
rant. We
patience?
enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for your patience. Thank God I'm on Facebook. He's going to hear, what are you...
all right, let's take it to more important subjects.
So phone? No, that's still us.
So you're speaking about ADD. Here's something that's important. It's a little old news, but
What?
feelings on Corey Grave on his tweets about Ranallo. I have trouble saying that guy's name.
Mauro
right?
Ranallo.
Ranallo, right?
Mauro Ranallo.
What do you think about
What did
that?
he say again? Do you have anything written out? Because it was something I can't recall, but obviously.
So basically,
Mauro
he
took the week
blasted
off.
Morrow for not allowing the
Other
other
people to
broadcasters to
speak.
speak.
First of all, anybody who's watched Morrow and his chemistry with Nigel know that they're awesome together, one way or the other. So as far as that goes, you're already half wrong with your comment, Corey. Right off the bat, those two played together great on the air. Now, as far as Beth goes, I think we're talking about Beth as the third wheel, Beth Phoenix.
Right.
Her job is just to be Renee Young, and the only difference between the two is definitely not the tonality of their voices, it's her resume. So basically, her job is just to just chime in something completely spoon-fed from time to time, even though she tries to throw in her own line here and there. In general, she's just there! Corey, just shut up! Getting on Morrow is just complete bullshit. Sometimes he talks a little too much.
You like
but then again, I heard the
You're a
Ferro
big
talks
fan.
a little too much.
You're a big.
Anyway,
Nice.
go on.
You're a big fan of Morrow, though, right?
Well,
I find him a little.
I think he's fantastic.
I find him a little
in
annoying.
an announcer,
I
don't
find him a little
you?
annoying.
Wait a second, though. Doesn't he deliver the level of excitement of a play-by-play guy you want? Oh, come on now.
He's a little. What is that word? Egregious? What is it?
What?
Egregious.
Like
If you
self-centered?
can't spell it, don't use it.
He's a little egregious, right? What is it?
Egregious.
I
Egregious.
still
Yeah.
don't know
there
what's
you go.
going on here.
He's
What
a
are
little
you trying to
egregious.
say to me? What's his
I just think
problem?
he's over the top. It's like, come on.
JR wasn't? My God, he's broken
No,
in
but
half.
there was a
He's
difference.
broken in half. My God, slobber locker.
But
my
it wasn't.
God. Oh,
but
goddamn!
but it wasn't a
Come on.
constant. It wasn't a constant.
No, it's not constant. Okay, but you know what? Wrestling has changed where
Holy
everything is
crap,
constant.
man.
Flipping and flying, and oh God, he flipped and he flied. Guess what? He flopped and he flipped. Oh wow, what a flip! And that's the wrestling is faster pace. So yeah, he's doing it all the time. The game's changed.
All right.
He's just JR on roids. Wow. You know, what about Shivani? He's got an awesome level of excitement when you listen to Shivani. I think Shivani's great. He can make
Shivani's one of
two
the greatest
turns
of all
fighting
time.
each other. He can make that interesting. Wow, that thing's steaming.
Speaking of commentators, your boy Samoa Joe made his debut this week. What'd you think?
Career over.
Oh, what? I liked him.
You know, this is how it ended for Randy, and you can tune in this week, Tuesday night, 8:30, channel 115, Cablevision. Be there, Monty and the Pharaoh, with Lanny Poffo explaining why. I'm telling you. Go on.
Wow, man.
What else you got for me?
right.
This is what happens when you don't hand me a script. Nice. What's going on?
All right, what are you thinking of Rollins and AOP, bro?
Yeah, are they going to pull the trigger with that or what? I love the fact that
I think
Rollins
so.
is going heel. I'm enjoying that. I guess it's like a slow
but he's not really a heel. He's like kind of a heel, right?
Slowly twisting.
Slowly
I turn.
Slowly I turn.
Step by step.
So now you're becoming a Rollins guy again?
Well, you know I like Rollins when he plays the heel. I enjoyed his heel run years back, even though people complained about that. But he seems to be an object to complain about. What
All
do
right.
you do?
So just recently, the top 10 greatest wrestlers were revealed.
By who?
Ringside Magazine.
Ringside Magazine. Okay.
So guess
That's
who?
not Bill Apter.
Guess who was number one?
I don't know. Why don't you read me the 10?
Are you ready?
Yeah, why not? Go from 10 to, What do you
All
got?
right, we're gonna go from 10 to 1. Andre the Giant.
Andre is 10.
Andre.
Okay. I let me hear the rest. I guess I gotta.
Sting. 2. 9. Sorry.
Sting above Andre the Giant. Disagree already. Go on.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan 8.
Really?
No. Who wrote this list? Who the hell wrote this list?
John Cena 7.
I can't wait to see who's number one. Puma King?
I think it's gonna be a woman.
What the hell? Where is this list going?
Dustin Rhodes at number 6.
Oh my God!
Nice.
Someone's really high. Go on.
The Undertaker at number 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
I can't anymore. Go on.
WWE has Skull Sessions. Did we talk about this last 2 weeks ago? No, we did. We talked about this on the phone.
Yeah.
So they got this thing called Stone Cold Skull Sessions, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty good. So it's him and the Undertaker. Guess what? It's our fucking format.
I told you.
That's funny.
The entire format. TV, everything.
I told you.
Fuckers.
When we went off the air the last time before our break.
Yeah.
That truck that tore out of the parking lot had a WWE logo on it, and you looked at me like I had just smoked my 10th bowl instead of my 9th.
Those bastards.
Listen.
Number 4, The Rock.
Yeah, what else you got? What else? What else?
All right, hold on, slow down.
Slow it down.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, number 3.
Number 3.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Number 2, Shawn Michaels. Why are you laughing? That's believable.
I'm laughing at this list. Go on.
Okay.
Who's number 1?
Ric Flair.
How did I know that?
Ric Flair.
Right.
I didn't like that list, by the way.
Does that list come from down south by any chance?
I think that's a list that if you shook it up in a can and threw it out, you'd probably have a better list than what that list was.
I don't
Wow.
really buy into that list.
No.
So let me get this
Superstar.
straight, though. That
No
list,
superstar
let me get
Billy
this straight.
Graham.
That list did not have Macho Man Randy Savage on it.
Did not have Macho
That
Man
list
Randy
did not have
Savage.
Roddy Piper on it.
I
not
don't
have
think you
Roddy
can have a
Roddy
top 10
Wow,
list.
somebody's really
I
not
think you
paying
can only have a
attention
top
to,
20.
ticket sales and stuff.
I think you can only have a top 20 list in wrestling.
By the way, no Bruno Sammartino on that list. by
No
the way.
Bruno
Yeah, just thought I'd
Sammartino on
mention
that
too.
list.
one.
Whoops.
No
never
one.
heard of the guy. I don't know. Did he do something? No,
All
I
right,
don't know.
here's one. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
We'll go with this other list.
Okay.
What is this from? Who's
Number
the
10.
source for this?
Roddy Piper.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
Number 9, Ric Flair.
I already have a problem with this list.
Number 8, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho.
Number
has
7.
more impact than Ric Flair.
Brock
Holy
Lesnar.
coat sniffer, Batman. Go on.
Number 6, Triple H.
Wait a minute. Triple H had more impact than Ric Flair.
Number
Wow.
5, John Cena.
All right.
Number 4, Undertaker.
This is
Number
so-
3, The Rock.
This is a fucked up.
Number 2, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Number 1.
Number 1, Hogan.
At least they got number 1.
Oh, at least they got number
They got
one
number
right.
1 right, and they got. You know what's funny? They got 1 right. I think they got 2 and 3 right.
Maybe
or
those
close
are close.
to. Yeah.
All right, so we're nearing our time, I think, right?
We are.
Are we?
Okay.
What time is it?
Too bad. So sad.
Another while.
We got a little bit?
Yeah.
What else you got to
we got at
kvetch
least
about?
15 minutes.
Kvetch.
All right, so let's talk about... He says, What the fuck?
I don't know. What do you got, bro?
Next week, we've
Oh,
got...
by the way, bro, I told you I'd do it.
He did do it.
What the? Did that hurt?
He's got a
Folks,
tattoo.
he has a tattoo of Jim.
My
Tell me.
wife's name.
There you go.
All right, so
Big and proud.
we got... I didn't think that was real, dude.
Does that
Congratulations.
hurt? I heard
That's
that
good
the
stuff,
closer
bro.
to
You can
the
see
bone.
some of the healing right there.
All right,
Is that true?
Let me
Closer
ask.
to the bone,
Let me ask you guys.
more hurts?
What subjects are taboo to talk about or make jokes about?
Anal sex.
What?
Anal sex is taboo.
Can we be serious? My dad
You don't
always...
think that's serious?
Anal, yeah, it is serious. You're right. But
I
I'm
mean,
Greek,
like,
so
if
I only
I'm
take it
talking with
kind of serious.
If I'm talking with someone and they
Greek.
start talking about anal sex, I'm out.
Okay, agreed. To be serious, my dad said religion and politics are the 2 things you stay away from.
Okay. I like
So
that.
I took offense
What
to
do
a
you always tell
religious.
me?
I took offense to a religious.
What happened today? I missed it on Facebook. I
So
heard
a guy
a
who
pastor
I'm,
called
a guy
me.
who I'm friends.
A pastor,
said something.
my Facebook pastor friend calls me.
A friend of mine posted the Kings,
Yes.
you know, right? And then they're
The
looking
three
up
wise men?
3 wise men, right?
Yes,
That
they were looking
visited
up
the
at
baby?
They were looking up at the
Okay.
star.
Here I am.
The baby
Again, I've been up
Jesus.
since 3 in the morning. You got to give me a break.
All right.
They're looking at the sky to
the
God,
star.
Christ, and then the star comes down and kills him.
And blows up.
What is this, the Far Side? That's actually
It's almost like that.
It's
yeah.
like the Far Side.
I don't find religious humor funny. I don't think
So
there's-
you got,
you don't like
got
any-
all like
you don't like
rant?
any-
I
Did
had
you
a
do a
rant.
rant?
I did a little rant.
You
So
did
you
a
don't,
rant.
you don't like if
did a
it's
rant.
like Jesus, the Jewish guy, and the Greek guy in a bar. You don't like jokes like that?
That's okay. But when you're doing like you make fun of religion, like when
Okay.
someone says the imaginary guy in the sky.
Oh, that
That shit gets me a little crazy. Because when his
Yeah, 'cause
when
then
his
it comes
body's
down
being
to-
eaten from inside with cancer
Aye.
and he's dying,
Please. Aye.
he'll be praying to that imaginary
Oh, yeah.
guy in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Because all of a sudden it'll become real.
I don't know if everybody does what you may do or what I may do.
I'm going to be praying to somebody.
I got to be honest. My family is very indifferent when it comes to what we tend to lean towards. They really don't give a damn. I've never seen when they exit in my family, it's like it's time to go. I've got no clue what's on the other side. I take my chances. Like I have a choice. See you later. This is like really weird, but this is how my family handles
I
it.
heard-
It's so strange.
I heard that.
They don't like panic at the
Listen-
last second,
listen, bro.
That's the track record so far. It's a weird family. It's weird. I know me. I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna be like, oh please, it's
Look,
gonna be bad. Jimbo,
you don't have to believe in God.
Sorry,
you don't
bro.
have to believe in God. You don't have to believe in God. But don't make fun of people that do believe in God.
I get that. That's fair.
I think there's a
Well, like
a
my
line.
dad said, religion and politics, it's probably best to stay away from that stuff because those are the things that people feel the strongest about. You know that. Come on. Religion? Absolutely.
Jim, you don't feel that strong about religion, do you? Not really.
I think those.
What if someone said your faith is a bunch of crap? I think
those
you'd be like
Muslims in the
Oh, yeah.
Senate should get the fuck out. Is that talking about politics and religion?
That's kind of a combination.
Okay.
That's like a combo. They
good.
should have like a candy named after you, the
That's
Savali.
where I stand.
That's Savali.
It's a little bit of nuts, a little bit of nuts, a little bit of caramel.
A little
That's
bit
where I
of
stand.
nuts.
A little bit of nuts, a little bit of caramel.
They put your nuts
And with,
in that
and,
candy
and,
bar?
and with every third candy bar, you get 1 gram of marijuana.
Oh, nice.
No. That should
Free
be
marijuana?
like that should be like winning that gold wrapped Wonka bar. It's got to be rare, but the whole bar's made of weed.
Oh, nice.
That's what it should
Pretty
be.
smart guy.
Yeah, and it should be like 1 in 50,000, encouraging mass purchases.
I like it.
What? That was brilliant.
I like it.
You saw Raw this week?
Yeah.
You saw AEW?
I actually
You saw
did.
NXT?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
what was the best
exhausted.
show of the week?
I'm gonna go with NXT. I thought NXT
Why?
was the best. Well, because I love the Undisputed Era, and I just if they're going to be the basis of the program, I'm enjoying that the most right now. Chris Jericho doing that promo with Jungle Boy doesn't do it for me. I enjoyed 2 hours of Adam Cole and company. I'm enjoying Keith Lee's rise. WWE doesn't make stars? Sure they do. Keith Lee is on the rise. He's Matt Riddle. I'm enjoying NXT right now. Raw is it's all right.
All right.
It's really not that great right
all right.
now. But I do like that Rollins is turning heel slowly and annoying people.
Were you annoyed at the fact that they put the tag team champions, the Kabuki Warriors, against Charlotte Flair on a 2-on-1?
You know what's weird? That was actually enjoyable.
Fucking great match, dude.
Yeah, I'm like watching that. See, there
Look
you
at
go,
you,
right
main
there.
event wrestling.
Yeah,
winning.
but it wasn't my favorite match of the week. My favorite match of the week was Nyla Rose versus Sonny King and I'll Kiss You First match.
Oh,
No, that didn't
didn't happen.
No, that didn't happen. But I heard it might
saw
happen.
Nyla Rose
I heard it
against
might
some
happen
girl.
next week because they want their ratings to be better than ours.
Oh, please.
Good luck for them.
Yeah, they suck.
But I didn't comment on that. AEW's ratings last couple. Woo!
We're always right.
Yeah, you're right.
We're always
We are
right.
always
We
right.
could predicted this. This
Yeah,
was
we
easy.
kinda did, yeah.
All right, so next week
well.
we've got Andrew Anderson and Mr. Big in. You want to make some
Oh.
comments?
Yeah, that's
the great
Andrew
Mr. Big and the
Anderson
great
and
Andrew
Mr.
Anderson.
Big.
I find it hilarious.
Wait, has Andrew ever been in the studio?
Has he? I don't think so.
Making his first appearance
Yeah.
at Rockstar Studios, the great Andrew Anderson.
Wow.
And Mr. Big's been here numerous times.
Mr. Big's awesome.
So thoughts on both of them?
I find it hilarious that a guy that I always used to try to get a hold of on Facebook when I was on it, Andrew, can never seem to get through to him. He's always maxed out in friends or whatever. And how do I come across him? When we were doing the event. We're at the big event and just started talking to him. Next thing you know, he wants to meet you. He's like, oh, I love your show. He's such a nice guy. Blown away by it. Big took me over there. Thank you, Mr. Big. He brought me over to Andrew.
So should we play a little Hit It or Quit It with Mr. Big and Andrew Anderson?
Absolutely. I think he wants to. I think he said it in front of us. He was
We're
like,
going to have to have a Hit It or Quit It, Jim.
Yeah.
We'll have to have a Hit It or Quit
Andrew
It.
Anderson, very
I'll have to
cool
put some
guy.
new slides of some different people up there, though.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I think we'll be cutting some
I can
meat
think of a
that day.
few. Yeah, I can think of a few. This is going to be interesting.
All right, so
Better
we got a special announcement. I want you guys to weigh on this because it's really big.
Announcement.
All right.
All right.
Special announcement.
It's a special announcement.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get to it before we pop it up because this is a very exciting
Just
moment
don't pop it out.
for the Monty and the Ferro
Right.
show. Because we know we've had plenty of people in here. So
Is this going to be like MTV's debut in
maybe I've had
1990?
my shit together. You want to pop it up there, Jim?
This video killed the radio star?
Do you want to say it before I pop it up?
No, I think
At
I want
the
to
same
surprise
time?
the fans.
Ready?
Yeah, go. In studio, we're going to have WWE Hall of Famer Jake the Snake Roberts.
Wow.
Farrow, something to say about that, brother?
Kind of stunned by that one. Yeah, that's
Trickery.
top. Yeah, that's top shelf. Yeah, he doesn't have any snakes currently. Does
Yeah.
That's Friday, March
What?
6th.
Yeah, he's bringing them.
he? Yeah, but don't you realize that
bringing-
Miller will
he's bringing
come
his
nowhere
baby.
near this station if that's the case?
Who won't?
Miller.
Oh, he doesn't have to.
He wants no part of the snakes. I'll tell you that right now.
He's going to have to deal with it.
You have to deal with
So
it.
I'm excited to have Jake in.
That's amazing.
All right, Jim, last picture. I want to put up that picture 8 because I want you to weigh on this. That's the Fiend new World Championship belt. It's the one before Andrew Anderson. $6,000.
So it made this for
$6,000. $6,499 plus tax.
Plus tax.
That's how much it costs to
That's
design
how much it costs.
No, that's what it costs to buy
one.
it.
If you want one for Christmas, you better be
my
glad you don't
God.
have
Every
you know,
belt-
for watches at home. Daddy,
Every
I want
belt.
this.
Every belt is handmade
Wow.
by some kind of horror guy.
I
bet.
heard Larry sold his XFL Guardian season tickets to get it.
That's what
Is
I
that
heard.
true? Are you looking forward to the XFL?
No.
I'm looking forward to it like a bowel movement. How about you?
Wait, let's stick to the Fiend now.
I don't want to stick to anything.
Do you think this belt will do well?
What, with the buyers?
Yeah.
You think people are going to buy this thing? Wow. I was kidding. I don't think Larry really. Larry, do you have one? That would be terrible.
Would you spend $6,000 on a belt?
No.
But we shouldn't tell
How
people
much
that.
is a, wait a minute. How much is a smoking skull belt?
Like $4 something, I think.
I don't want that. No. We'll make our own, like we used to. What's that? Tinfoil. Ooh, I'm the champion. I'm the champion of Huntington.
Jim, would you buy a championship belt for $6,000?
and throw it over your shoulder and go to the events?
I don't think so.
Dude, the best part is, I got to be honest with you, if I went to an event and some dude was carrying that,
Yeah.
I'd probably attack him and steal it.
Take the
I would
belt.
take it. I would.
You fiend. It's like, get it?
Anyway, I think
That's horrible.
I've had enough.
I've had more than enough.
Fuck it.
Wrong with you guys?
Just don't know. It
Honesty.
I'm exhausted. He's high.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
am
great
not. I'm
combination.
exhausted and high. Get it right.
Jim, any parting words before we cut out here?
I just
Because you've
have
got a
to
special
say
interview coming out, a little
we have-
late night with the Village,
We
right?
have a
what's going
special
on?
interview.
Who's your special guest going to be?
What do you got going on, Jimbo?
We got a special interview
Right after this show.
Right after the show, as soon as I can possibly set it up with an old friend, a former co-host, host of a talk show on Village Connection Radio in our beginning days. We might have been known as Village Connection Radio back then. Mr. Sal Ranallo.
Ah, look at that,
studio.
brother.
Greetings,
And,
salutations.
Greetings.
Yep. And it's gonna be a fun show. And definitely tune in. We're gonna have the ins and outs of the world of TV and
But let me
and
ask you
movies
this:
on
so
Long Island.
you've produced many of our interviews.
Yes, never. I'm not a producer though.
That fans enjoy. Will you be asking the hard questions?
I will
of
be
this,
asking
this
the
outstanding
hard
filmmaker.
questions. Nothing will be held back. This is gonna be like a Barbara Walters special.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh God, this is going to be pretty exciting.
This sounds
I might have
like
to hang into
This
this
sounds
one.
like a Miller and the Rockstar Deluxe edition.
It could be.
Oh boy.
It could be.
All right. Anyway, so
That's the soup.
getting back. We'll be back next week. Once again, we want to thank everybody for joining.
Yeah.
You catch Monty and the Ferro every Thursday from 8:05 to 9
Every
p.m. out of Rockstar Studios. And if that's not enough, catch us on channel 115 from 8:30 to 9 p.m. And soon we'll also be on another time on channel 115.
Twice as nice.
Twice as nice. So again, we want to have a great weekend, and just continue to watch wrestling because it's just so wonderful.
And on that note, I'm going to put my hands in my pockets.
You want to send this out?
You've been watching Monty and the Ferro. Until next time, later.